Can you guys hear me now? Oh gosh, guys. Oh my God, can't believe this. Can't believe it, guys. Alright, bear with me. We're gonna find a different way anyway. No sounds. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, what? You guys can hear me? Awesome. Well, okay, cool, cool. Perfect, perfect. Awesome. Thank you, thank you. All right, let me record in a different way as well. Okay, cool. We can hear you. Awesome. Perfect. All right. All right. Okay, welcome everyone. This is Irvin, aka Team with Irvin. Thank you to this week idea. We're gonna review what we have review every Sunday, and I hope this new strategy will help you a lot. I just want everyone to please take note. What I'm gonna be teaching you today is very, very, very powerful in my opinion. And as you know, we are four coaches in our triple arrow system, and we all pretty much has the same rule, which is the triple arrow. So I just gonna start reviewing the US dollar versus the Swiss francs. We are here on the 4 hours. As you know, I gave you guys this pair on Sunday, and I let you know that it was a triple arrow showing right on the top. And then I said that it was gonna do a small pullback, retesting our 38.2 Fibonacci line, and then I said that it was gonna take and drop off to our between our 61 and our 78 Fibonacci line, and that's exactly what it happens. So I didn't want to keep saying more on Sunday because I wanted to come and review it with you guys live trading. So as you see, the trade it was a winner trade. So now what I want everyone to do is when you analyze the market, make sure you zoom out on the chart and look what the trend is telling you. Right? That's the first thing I do. I just look, and basically right here is showing me the trend is an uptrend. And sometimes you're gonna see the triple arrow pointing down, and to me it's like a small pullback. But overall, the trend is stating, you know, a bullish market. And usually, guys, this is amazing. Usually, if anyone didn't know, the triple arrow appears when the 4 hours, the daily, and the weekly dot form together. As you see here, let me show you an example. Let me see. All right, look at here, guys. See here, we got the 4 hours, the daily, and the weekly. When those three dots appear, what do you see? Triple arrow. Want to go back and retest it? Look at here. 4 hours, daily, and weekly. What do you see? Triple arrow. Look at here. See that? That's amazing. That's amazing. So basically, that's one of the things that I do. So of course, first thing you have to do is check your news. Then work with the with your daily dots. Make sure if you want to see triple arrow from one location to another, it's gonna show again on your 4 hours. And your 4 hours usually is the green and red. And your yellow one, it will be your daily, and your weekly will be your white arrow dot. Okay, so usually the triple arrow appears in that particular area. So hopefully everyone is taking note on that. And another thing that I want to show everyone is everybody know, I love to have all the dots from 4 hours to monthly. Once all the dots appear from 4 hours to monthly, that pair is gonna go on for months and months to come. For instance, let me see if I can spot an area where you guys can see it. Bear with me. Alright, let's go back data here, and I'm gonna show you an example. Well, it was hard to find one. When they do appear, they appear very aggressively. How can we set the SR line? I will show you guys. Just bear with me. Alright, so let's move to the next pair. So basically, this is a winning trade, as you see it. So we have, I'm going to the second month already, 100% winning trade. Simply because, you know, again, I zoom out on the chart and I do see the picture of the trend. Whatever the trend is if it's an uptrend, you know, sometimes the triple arrow will show up as a pullback. But overall, the uptrend still a bullish or a bearish. So please pay attention to that one. All right, this is the next pair that I gave you guys on Sunday, the euro versus the US dollar. This is done on the 4 hours. Look at here. I said that the trade was going to retrace back to our 50 Fibonacci line and our 38, and that's exactly what it happens. And then I said that it was going to take retest back our daily, our 4 hours and a daily dot. And I was a little bit short, but which is fine, but it's a winning trade. So right now the trade is still active, in my opinion. So I don't see any strong retracement yet, so it's still valid. So I may probably still gonna go to our to our 100 Fibonacci line. So please pay attention to that one. Let me see if I can show you in here. For some reason the chart is acting up very slow, guys. It's probably because I'm recording it behind scene as well. Let me see here. Look at here, guys. This is what I want everyone to write down the rules. 4 hours, daily, and weekly. What do you see? Let me see. Let me type something here real quick. Okay, let me put this here. Bear with me. We're gonna do it better in a professional way. All right. Okay, look at here. What do you see there? When the triple arrow appears, usually you're gonna see those the higher time frame, and it's very, very powerful, guys. I think your rule number one, again, I'm not gonna stop saying that you have to zoom out of the chart so you can see the entire picture of what the trend is doing. So you must do that. All right. So let me delete this. Let me read the chart, the live chat, and see if anyone has a question. Irvin, are you talking about the dots? Yes, I'm talking about well, you have automatically the triple arrow comes with the 4 hours. So make sure you add an additional dot on your daily. Usually my colors are the following. So 4 hours are red and lime. My daily is yellow. My weekly is white, and my monthly is blue. All right. Again, 4 hours red and lime. Daily is yellow, and weekly is white, and monthly is blue. All right. Cool. All right, guys. So let me see any other question. What is the bottom indicator? Don't worry about the bottom indicator. That is a Renko maker that someone gave us on the while Jenny was doing a class. So don't pay attention to that one. That's at the end of the day, guys. I want you guys to learn just the triple arrow. You pay the system to learn the triple arrow. So stick to the rules of the triple arrow. What other question? Let me see if anyone else has a question. If this will be recorded, yes, it will be recorded, Surrender. What is the purple magenta? The purple magenta is one of the arrow, but I just changed the setting, and I'm just testing it by changing the settings. But still, it's the same triple arrow, except that I'm just seeing if it works accurately. Pretty much, it works when the money tree change, and that's what I'm trying to see. All right. So now, I think someone asked, how do we add the dots? Pretty much, guys, if you go back to your, let me see here, if you go back to your super easy SR, all you gotta do is drag it to your chart, and where it asks you to change the 4 hours, all you have to do is change it to whatever time frame you want it. So if you want to add it to 4 hours, for instance, in here, right? By default, it's gonna come as a Lyman red, and then you go to your input, and it's gonna have 4 hours. So if you click on 4 hours and then drag that arrow down, it should have all the time frames. So what I suggest everyone to do is only add from 4 hours to monthly. All right. So that's all you have to do, nothing else. And make sure your DAL is you allow your DAL import, otherwise it's not gonna work properly. All right. So let me see here. Look at here. You got 4 hours, 1 day, 1 week, and 1 month. So you're gonna be adding 4 times your super easy SR to your chart. That's all you have to do, and then make sure you save the file. All right. Which of the 3 arrow is the trigger arrow? Well, in my opinion, it's all about the time frame. The way how I do my analysis, I always start with 4 hours. I make sure if the triple arrow appears, and then I verify on the daily. Usually on the daily, you're gonna see only the big arrow. And as you see on I had the big arrow is white because I use glasses. So to me, it's a lot easier for me to spot it when it's white. And plus, you can see it from miles and miles away. So look at here. See, just by seeing the white arrow, I know the triple arrow is sitting in there. If I go back history, look at here. Just by seeing it, it's there. Same thing here. So it's just easier for me to see it. So hopefully that answers your question. So I work with your time frame too. I don't understand your question. What time do you usually place your trade? Well, I like to take my trade during the New York time, because I'm on Easter time. So, and I do work full time. So I like to take my trade, on US section. Plus, I do make extra pips when Mr. Pat is doing his live trading. So sometimes I'm sitting in the office and I'm watching his video, and I make some extra pips. So we're here to make pips. So whatever it takes, but usually I do it in the New York time. All right. So we're gonna move on to our Swiss francs versus the Japanese yen. This is on the 4 hours. All right, on this one we were a little bit short, but if you would have had the trailing stop, still the market would have give you some pips. But my analysis on this one was that it was gonna do a pullback, retesting our 38.2 Fibonacci line. But as you see here, it just did a small retracement. But if you guys place your trailing stop, there's no way you wouldn't lose. See there, we got what, 58 pips, and then it took off. All right. So any other question? Do you do the 4 hours and the daily and the 30-minute have the same? Well, remember, 4 hours and daily is your analysis. Your entry, you can do it on 1 hour, 30 minutes, or 50 minutes. 50 minutes. So that is up to you. But the 4 hour has to line up with your daily. If not, then I will not get into the trade. Hopefully that answers your question. Irvin, I can notice on the euro monthly, weekly, daily line. Okay, I'm gonna see that shortly. Okay, now what I want to show you. Let me go to the next pair. What I want to show you is an example of all the dots when they do appear together. Look at this. You see here? Let me make a circle so you guys can see it. See that? Triple arrow came in here, and then you don't ever the daily and the weekly never appear again until it reversed back, and then it took off. So that's something very, very powerful to pay attention. I think if you guys pay attention to this, just look at the back history, and you will be amazed on how you're gonna improve your trade. And you can make hundreds and hundreds of people by just doing this. I mean, once the triple arrow tell you everything, whatever the market is doing. So you know, for me, if it wouldn't be the triple arrow, I mean, I wouldn't be having the lifestyle that I have with my family. So I'm telling you guys, just by collecting only 10 pips, it can change your life. But you make sure you write down your rules. All right, so let me see any other question. Can you go through the entry like you are entering step by step? Well, what I'm doing today, guys, is I'm just reviewing my Sunday analysis video that I usually post on the chat room. So I just want everybody to know how I do it, and if we are in profit, because usually this is my first time ever, you know, testing the market and doing a video like when the market is open. I usually like to analyze the market when it's closed, because there's no feeling, it's nothing there, it's just dead. So, and it's easier for me to pay attention that way. All right, let's go to GBP versus the US dollar. On here, here's the triple arrow again. See that triple arrow in there, and then I said that it was gonna do a pullback. Boom! Look at what it hit our TP, and then I said that it was gonna go all the way to our 61.8 Fibonacci line, and look at where it's sitting right now. I'm telling you guys, this is amazing. Triple arrow is the best system. All you have to do is respect the rules. Sometimes, and you gotta be patient. Sometimes, you know, the trade is gonna work on your favor, but I mean, we're going to 2 months already, and we're doing tremendously. I'm very proud of the work that I'm doing. So, and I'm just doing it for you guys. This takes a lot of my time, you know, my personal time, to help you guys out too. And I'm getting a lot of testimony on my private Telegram telling me, Irvin, thank you so much. This week I collect 800 pips, and you know, that is my goal. If I can change one person, hopefully that person can pay it forward and help another family. All right. So what are some of your rules? Again, my rules are the time frame. 4 hours. Your analysis the way I do my analysis is starting on 4 hours daily, verify it on daily, equal your lower time frame, whatever time frame you're gonna be entering. It could be 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or 1 hour. So it's up to you. But 4 hours and daily have to line up. And I hope you do understand where the triple arrow appears. Your triple arrow appears on your 4 hours daily and weekly. Okay, that's what I have, what I'm testing it, and it works. So hopefully you guys write that down. And again, as you guys know, I also do private coaching. I help a lot of people on the side. Just, you know, if you guys getting confused out of this, you know, we can probably schedule a live training 101, and you can see it. All right. What other question? We really appreciate it. Okay, thank you. Any other question? Please ask question, guys. This is your time. As you see, the way I do mine is a little bit different from Mr. Pat, Jenny, and Elvis. Each of us has a different set of skills, and I just discovered this one, and it's working tremendously awesome. So and hopefully you guys can retest this area. All right. Let's see. Okay, how do you know where it's going to hit any particular Fibonacci? Okay, cool. Let me. Well, I started this book about Fibonacci, guys, and I just know it. Pretty much, your golden area is the 50, 38, 50, and 61. That is my golden area or retracement. So I always pay attention what the market is doing. I always look for the triple arrow. I don't care what the Fibonacci is doing. If the triple arrow is not there, I'm not gonna analyze them pair. If once the triple arrow appears, then I will know where's my golden area. So again, the retracement, in my opinions, here is the 38, 50, and 61. So those areas are very, very strong for retracement. All right. So here's another winning trade. It gave us more than what we expected. I said that it was gonna do a pullback. You see, it gave us what we wanted it, and then I said it was gonna do a pullback, retesting our 0 Fibonacci line and our 23. But look at here, it gave us more than what we asked, and it's still in profit. So it hasn't dropped. So in my opinion, now this is not valid because I don't see any dot. But the big arrow is sitting here on the daily, but it gave us more pips. So as long as you guys get more pips, that's all it matters. That's why we collect 100 and 100. So most likely it's dropping from this area here, right? So we may see it, that it probably is gonna do a pullback, retesting our daily and our weekly dots here. All right, so just pay attention to that area. Let me see what the other question. Why did you take this trade on the daily? Well, my analysis are on 4 hours and daily. So that hopefully you do understand that. So that's the way how I do my analysis. If those two time frames don't go together, then I just don't do anything. All right. Can you spot the trend in the 3 arrows on the weekend? Oh my God! Oh, definitely. That's what I love to do my analysis when the market is closed, because it's settled. Everything is right in front of you, and you can analyze it with no stress, and then you make a better decision. It's like right now, believe it or not, I'm nervous. You guys are there, but it's because this is my first time doing it. The way I'm doing it. If I get a lot of feedback from you guys, we'll definitely we're gonna keep doing this every Wednesday. And my goal is to change many lives as possible, and so we can all collect pips. And let me see. I'm trying to look for the daily, for the monthly, but for some reason I'm not seeing it. And so again, make sure you zoom out on your chart, and then let me check something real quick. I don't know if I have the monthly here. What other question you had? Let me see. Weekly. This is weekly. This is daily. This is 4 hour. Okay, guys. You know what? I don't have the monthly. That's what this is acting up weird. Okay, let me add it right now so you guys can see it. Okay, what other question is in there? Excellent. Okay, thank you. Hopefully you guys getting value out of this. All right, so this is how you add a SR. For all those that are asking me and sending me tons of questions on my private Messenger, just go to your super easy SR, double click on it, right? Just wait for that to load. Come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, go Irvin, you are doing it right. Okay, thank you, appreciate that. All right, so from here, so all you gotta do is scroll down and look for 1 month. All right, if you want alert to be sent to your phone, just click yes. I don't like it, to be honest. I don't, because you know I like to enter the market once on Monday and exit on Friday. That's what I collect my pips, and I don't have to do anything. What I like to assist on pet classes is just for extra pips. If sometime I collect $700-800, dollars on just on his class, so it's something that I love to assist. So even though everybody know I was the second member of the Super Easy family, and up to now we are over 800 members. Up to now, I'm still humble and assist to every class that he teach, because when he teach, I feel like I don't know anything. The more you learn, the better off you get. Don't think just because you know one strategy, you're gonna control the market. No, you gotta keep learning, because keeping your mind active, it will make you more successful. All right, so this is the monthly. So you change the color to blue, and the width. To be honest, you can either we're gonna leave it either 0. Let's check. Okay, let me see. What other question? Can you spot the trend on the triple arrow on the weekend? Okay, I already answered that question. No. What other question, guys? Okay. We're gonna put it on width. Just put it on number 2. Okay. All right. Okay, there you go. Okay, ask question, guys. I don't see any more question. Hopefully you guys do understand what I just explained. Okay, we are sitting on the 4 hours. This is the wrinkle that someone just asked me. It's very annoying. I do like it because it's kind of like give you a direction. It's just an indication, but it's not like I don't go by just by what the wrinkle is telling me. It could be very annoying as well. But another thing, guys, look at this. Is a perfect sample. I was trying to do this earlier, but for some reason I didn't save it. So when the triple arrow appears, let me make a box here so you guys can see it. When the triple arrow appear here and you got your dots from 4 hours to monthly, you see the blue dots in there? That's from 4 hours to monthly. This trade is gonna go on for months and months and months. Look at this one. The last time we have a bullish market was back in March 15 of this year. All right, let me take this off. And now, come on, this chart is acting up very slow. How many pips do you get a week on average? I get hundreds and hundreds, guys. I'm not gonna go with details, but look at here, guys. See, back in March, the market was bullish, right? And look at right now. We are on October 16, right? 16? Yeah, October 16, and the market still what? Bullish. See, you see how powerful the dots are on the triple arrow? So triple arrow plus all the dots, if the monthly appears, trust me, guys, you can't fail on that one. That is your goal. That's what you're gonna make hundreds and hundreds of pips. So, and then if you want to exit, make sure your 4 hours to your weekly dots are lined up, and then you can exit from there, because that's what you're gonna see your triple arrow. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next one, and hopefully you guys understand what I'm explaining. And my goal here is to keep helping you guys. We can look at here. We had a loss. So far we have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of 7, we have 1 loss. Even if you would have had the trailing stop, I don't think you would have lose this trade. Mine is 60, but you know, some of you guys have it on 30. If you would have take this trade here, you see, oh yeah, the trailing stop would have take you out, but would have take you in profit. Here is 130 pips. I said the market was gonna do a pullback, retesting our 50 Fibonacci line. And then I said that today we were gonna review this trade. So if I would have tell you in that time the market was gonna take off and hit our 0 Fibonacci line, but I didn't want to do that. As you know, this is the GBP. If we add, I'm gonna add the SR so you can see it again. We're gonna add a blue. Come on. Okay, if you ignore the big arrow, no guys, don't ignore the rules. It's like you're gonna drive a car without wheels. How can you move the car? The triple arrow is your vehicle. If you don't respect the rule of your triple arrow, you can't make it in this business. So be faithful. Don't cheat to the system, because at the end of the day, you cheating to yourself. The market is gonna be there. Even if you stop trading today, the market is gonna keep doing their business. Remember, the market is not our friends. The market is here to steal our money. So, but just by having the triple arrow, that's how we, you know, we having a step, you know, to not to lose much money out of it. All right, look at here. See here? Here's the monthly. See the blue dot? But I don't remember when that appeared. Let me make this smaller. Okay, what other question is here? When they're placing the trailing stop, how many people will you suggest? Well, I like to have it between, to be honest, between 40 and 60 is fine. But it's up to you. Find your niche, whatever it works for you. And then from there, you can do whatever you want. But I think even if you leave it on 30, 40, it's more than enough. If you don't know how to do that, just collect 10 pips. I have another strategy for the 10 pip using the RSI, but I think this is, you make a lot more pips by doing what we're doing today, because it's very, very simple, and all we're doing is we just using strictly the triple arrow, nothing else. All right, let me see if there is another question here. Did you hear you said, yeah, I usually use between 40 and 60. That's fine. That's what I use. So how often do you check in your running trade during the week? Well, I check it on my phone, but it's not like I'm married to the trade. So, you know, I just like to take the trade either on Monday or Tuesday and cash that out on Friday. Well, I don't see any monthly. The monthly is here. You see here, from here it retests our monthly here, and then it took off. But look at here, where's the triple? Okay, let me ask this question, see if you guys paying attention. Can someone write down on the chat how many dots, when is the triple arrow appears on how many time frames? It's 3 different time frames when it usually does the pullback. I mean, in the opposite way. I know you guys can answer that. It's 4 hours, daily, and weekly. Always pay attention to that. If you guys are on the 6-figure challenge, that's different, because the daily dot is they create a special one which send alerts and so on. By that you can talk to Jenny and Elvis and Mr. Pat. So all right, so All right, so we're gonna move on to our next one. 4 hours daily and weekly. Awesome, Kurt. That's it. Daily, 4 hour, and 1 hour. Michael, are you serious? You're not paying attention, dude. Shannon says 4 hours daily and weekly. I like that. 4 hours daily and weekly. That's it. That's it. Test that, guy. You will be amazed. You will be amazed. The next pair, did I mention this? No. Okay, cool. And here, let me look at here. The triple arrow is giving us a bullish market, and it's sitting between our 4 hours and our weekly, right? Look at it retracing there, and then the market is bullish. I said it on Sunday, the market was gonna retrace from our 61 Fibonacci line. And guys, when I do my analysis on the Fibonacci, I like to let you guys know the golden area of pullback. I always pay attention for the daily dot, to be honest. That's what I like to see, a pullback. Why? Because the daily is the larger time frame. For instance, in here, right? So when I saw the daily dots previously, I think I checked I make the chart smaller, and then I saw it in here. Then that, that's what I put my golden area as a retracement, and that's exactly what it did. If I would have tell you on Sunday, yeah, you know what, the market's gonna hit there, and then it's gonna do a pullback, retesting probably our 38 to our 23 Fibonacci line, you still wouldn't make profit. See how accurate it is? And it's pretty much, it's just fifth plus the dot and triple arrow. The triple arrow is your vehicle. If the triple arrow is not in your favor, then just stay away. Okay. All right. Let me read some of the question. Can you do a class on fifth? No, because to me it's just an extra tool, but I don't know all the meaning of it. I just know how to use it. My kids are distracting me. Ha ha ha. Well, hopefully your kid can learn this too. So, how do you manage the repainting on the SR dot? Well, I don't think it repaints, guys. Once you have your 4 hours to your weekly, it's very difficult for the dot to repaint, to be honest, because it's like a brick wall. You can't break through. Unless if there is make sure you check the news. But if you check from 4 hours to monthly, it's very impossible to break, because that's your largest time frame, and all you gotta do is you gotta take your trade on the smaller time frame. So it's kind of like it's very strong area of when you're looking into taking a trade. Will you be posting the recording? Well, I'm recording it, so I don't know if it's still recording, but if probably I will make a video of it. So pay attention. I will put it on the chat room. Okay. Okay. What is your relationship between the channel and the triple arrow? What do you mean, triple arrow, man? I'm just a family member of the triple arrow. So I don't know. I don't understand what you mean with your question. When do you get in, and when do you get in? Again, you get in only when when your analysis is on your favor. When it's on 4 hours, verified on the daily, and you enter on the smaller time frame. That's all I do. Nothing extra. I just want you to keep it simple and know how it works. So I'm not making anything up. So the triple arrow in here, it tells me the market is doing what? It's doing a bullish, right? So that's what you have to do. You have to go with the trend. Don't go against the trend. I know some of you guys are, when they see the triple arrow, they take the trade in the opposite way. Instead of doing a bullish market, they do bearish. And then when I do one-on-one session and I ask, why did you do this? Oh, because I saw the triple arrow and the arrow was pointing up, but I thought it was gonna sell down. It doesn't make any sense, guys. So it's just like some people are confused, and that's what my goal is today, to unlock And if you can unlearn whatever you have learned or whatever area you are confused, and hopefully this help you, please, hopefully you taking note, and this will help you in the future. All right. Look at this big news candle here. It went up, but I wouldn't freak out on the pullback because the trend, it was still bullish. So the market is still bullish. So until when, I don't know, but it's a bullish market. Okay. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. On this pair, look at this beautiful pair. I said that the market was gonna give us a pullback, retesting our 38 and our 23 Fibonacci line. Look at where the dot is sitting, guys. It's sitting on your daily and weekly, right? You see that? So I kind of like pull my retracement to retest that area, and look at where it's sitting. It just stopped exactly what I told you on Sunday. And then I said the market is gonna take off as a bullish because the triple arrow is telling us the market is a bullish market. And look again, the triple arrow appears between our 4 hours and our weekly dot. I've been saying that since we started this video, this recording, and it's still accurate. If you see else, then type it in on the chat, and we can talk about it. But it's very, very accurate. And here, obviously, for some reason I didn't save the monthly. Probably next Wednesday I will teach you on that particular one, on how you can see all the data through the month, and that will help you. Okay. But right now, this analysis is still valid in my opinion. So I'm gonna be seeing the a retracement, a continuation of the trend, retesting our 78 to our 100 Fibonacci line, because I do see here a strong area of the daily and a weekly dot. So plus the AA line is there. So just pay attention to that one. So hopefully this analysis will help you, but I like it. All right, let me read some of your questions, see if I can answer. But how can you see the 3 arrow on the weekend to enter? It's there, guys. Trust me, it's there. It's there. So once you do your analysis on the weekend, just pay attention to the video that I usually load on the weekends. On Sundays, and then go back to your chart, and then you're gonna see it. Okay, but it's there. The market doesn't close. For some reason, it works 24/7. So, all right. So let me read the next question on Peter. Peter said, "Is it good to have on the 4 hours on only a big arrow on a daily?" I don't understand your question. So you mean after the triple arrow on 4 hours daily, weekly is same direction? It doesn't matter. It's a lower time frame. Yeah, that's what I do. Kurt, that's exactly what I do. I think you got it, Kurt. You gave me your answer earlier, so I think you're good. Okay. It looked like a pullback in a downtrend channel. Of course, it's doing a pullback. But what is the triple arrow showing you? Who was this person? Major success. What is the triple arrows doing? What is telling you? It's telling you the market is a bullish market. Obviously, it's gonna go, up and down, higher, low, lower, low. But overall, your trend is a bullish market. There you go. You say a buy, exactly. So you do paying attention. Thank you. All right, let me see what Jay is saying. Your rule is that you see triple arrow on your 4 hour daily or no trade. I like that. Good job, Jay. Walter says, what is the relationship between the channel and the triple arrow? Okay, I think you asked this question, Walter. Well, I'm just another coach in the triple arrow system, and our CEO his name is Pat Murphy. He's the owner of the company, and I'm just another coach that I like to help you people out. So I don't know if that answers your question. So If you join us, I will be dropping the link below. If you join us and you have any question with the system, I'm usually the IT support for this for the team. So any question, you can come to me and I will make sure you are good to go. Okay. All right. Let's move on to our next one, and then we're gonna review the USD versus the Japanese yen. Let me see if hopefully that changed. Let me see my question exactly. Okay, cool. How do you spot a trade scrolling through the pairs? I just do my analysis again. It's time frame, man. Look at here. All right, let me see if someone can you type if a market is doing if it's a sell, type number 2. If it's a buy, type number 2. Look at what the triple arrow is doing. If it's a buy, plus 2. If it's a sell, because this is what people are getting confused. When they see the triple arrow in there, they start selling. And what I want you to know is you have to go with the trend. Of course, the trend is a bullish market. Look at here. I gave you guys this on Sunday. I said the market was going to do a pullback. Look at what the pullback ends. It gave us exactly what I told you guys. Why? Because it was retesting our golden area. 38, 50, and 61. And then I said the market was going to take off all the way to our 0 Fibonacci line. And look at where it's sitting. Awesome. Good job, guys. That was a buy. So that means you guys paying attention. I'm very, very, very happy. And make sure, again, always zoom out on your chart when you don't know what you're doing. It's the best thing you can do, because the way that I have it here like that is it looks easier because I already know. But if you don't know, zoom out of the chart so you can see the entire picture of the trend. Because sometimes these are just a small pullback. But if overall, from your 4 hours to your monthly is telling you the market is a bullish, then go with the trend. And between those between the months, you're gonna see the triple arrow doing the small pullbacks. Some pullbacks are stronger than the other ones, but it's like, for instance, here, look at this pullback. Triple arrow appear here, and then it give us a sell, and then it create our a daily dot, and then a small pullback, and then it gave us another strong impulsive move down, and then appears the triple arrow again, and then look at the impulsive move of the buy. So now what do you think it's gonna do? Right now it's sitting. Look at here, guys. Look at here. What do you think is sitting here? Pay attention to this area. See here, it's sitting on our 4 hours and our daily, right? So what is the meaning of that particular area? So to me, in my opinion, it's a very strong area of retracement. So most likely we're gonna start seeing a pullback. Look at that. It couldn't break that area from there. So now if I would have to do this analysis for you guys, I would say the market is gonna give us a pullback, retesting our 38 and our 50 Fibonacci line from here. All right. So that would be my analysis on this one. And obviously we're not seeing any color of the candle yet. But I just want what I'm teaching today is strictly triple arrow. As everybody know, we also have some additional indicator which just give you a support of the triple arrow or whatever direction it's doing. So hopefully that answers your question. Okay, let me read some of the questions because I want everyone to get this what I'm teaching today. Is this really easy or? I mean, it's easy, Kurt. You got it. I mean, how can I learn how to use the Fibonacci? I'm sorry, man. I don't know. I just know in my way, and that's it. So I think there's plenty of books available. If I think I have a book on my computer, probably I will drop it on the chat room. All right, so here it says, so what about the big arrow forming up top? Well, don't worry about on the triple arrow, the big arrow is the only indicator that repaint, because it's just letting you know ahead of time the trend is gonna it's gonna change. It's like your forecast. It's gonna tell you, hey, you know, I'm about to make a retracement, a pullback. So in my opinion right now, I don't pay attention to the big arrow just because it's sitting in there. I'm just looking at, okay, it's showing me that you know, the pullback is coming up, but I don't have no indication yet of, you know, of the pullback. Right now it's just dancing, you know, doing a flat out, I don't even know how to explain that. Let me see, let me make a circle so you can see it. See, it's doing a consolidation basically in here. So that's what I put this arrow here, because you know, once it finishes that consolidation, what do you think it's gonna do? It's gonna do the pullback. But what I want you to understand, I think it's your off life. What is the triple arrow telling you that the market is doing? It's telling you that it's a bullish market. So, and that's exactly what it did. Now it's time to do a pullback. But overall, once the pullback is done, what do you think it's gonna do next? It's gonna do what the triple arrow is telling you to do. Continuation of the trend. That's all it is. Alright. Alright, let me delete this so I will not confuse anyone. Let me read the next one. So how do you handle the draw line if you trend? Well, I just exit on Friday, so I don't pay attention to what's next. Look at this one. I said I was gonna do a pullback. Boom, it gave us some pips in there, and then I said the market was gonna take off, retesting our 23 Fibonacci line. It gave us more pips than we asked for it. So this is not, so far guys, I think we had only one loss out of 12. So right now we got 10, so 10 out of 1. Hell yeah. The triple arrow is the best. Look at here, it gave us more pip than what we asked for. And then I said the market was gonna do a pullback, retesting our 61 Fibonacci line. Now, since it gave us more pips than we asked, probably it's gonna give us our retracement back, retesting our 4 hours and a daily. So I will say maybe in our 38. All right, so pay attention to that. All right, let me read some questions. Major Success says, so even though the big arrow appear, you stay on the trade until, yep. Major Success, you're the beast, dude. Good stuff. Okay. Christina. Okay, Christina, you better ask questions, because I do see that you send me a lot of private messages asking question. Let me read your question. When do you hold a trade for long term? Oh, I remember you. All right. Yes, Christina, you asked this question in a private message too. It's, to be honest, I hate carrying trade over the weekend. If I don't have, if I like to cash out on Fridays, unless if I spot a dot from 4 hours to monthly at the beginning, then I stay on that trade for months and months to come. And I usually put notes on comments when I take my trade. Do not, for instance, do not touch for long term. So when I do see it and I check it on my phone, I know that I don't have to mess with that trade. So you can put those notes in there when you know that you have spotted a good trade, and then the rest you can close it on the weekend, because you're gonna be paying extra fee to storage that trade to carry over for the next week. So if you want to give up money away like that, so just send it to me. Alright, so let me read the next question. How did you know it will pull back on the 61 Fibonacci line? How did I know? On which pair are you talking about? Because I don't see the 61 Fibonacci line here. That was on Sunday. Okay, I mean, because in that time frame, I was looking. I thought, on this pair it's gonna do a pullback from our 23.6 Fibonacci line, and it gave us more pips than what we asked for it. So right now, since it gave us more, usually I pay attention to our 38.2 Fibonacci line. Why? Because I do see here the 4 hours and the daily dots, right? So to me, that's a very strong area. For instance, look at here in the bottom. See, 4 hours and the daily appears in there, and then it gives us an impulsive move. And then 4 hours and daily appear again, and it gives us a pullback. And then 4 hours and the daily appear again, and it gives us a strong impulsive move. Now, what are you seeing here on the top where the big arrow is sitting right now? You see in the 4 hours and the daily, right? So it's just commencing, so it's not strong. So right now, plus the TWE here is giving us a strong peak, in my opinion. So yes, it's gonna give us a very strong pullback. So in my opinion, it's gonna retest our previous strong area here, and I will say probably it's gonna break it anyway. You usually break it between 3 and 4 candles if you pay attention to that. So I will say it's gonna be between the 38 and the 50 Fibonacci line, and then we can start this pair on Sunday. So hopefully that answered your question. All right, that was for Michael Jones. And Gregory asked, what does it mean when there is no big arrow? I mean, if you enter only in the triple arrow, guys, Greg, that's your job. You don't have to do anything else. If there is no triple arrow in there, you don't have no business to be on a trade. You have to respect the rules. Remember, it's 4 hours daily in your time, whatever entry you're gonna do it. So that is my secret sauce, and it's very difficult for a lot of people. And also, when I do one-on-one coaching, I realize that people are doing the analysis wrong. They're starting on 15 minutes and they stop on 1 hour. And and the 4 hours sometimes is showing you the market is bullish, but in 50 minutes it's showing us bearish. And they go like, oh yeah, I don't understand that, because just do what I do, practice it that way, and check 4 hours daily, and then check what your lower time frame is doing. If those 3 time frames match, it's like red and green. If it's red, it means a sell. If it's green, it's a buy. It's just that simple, man. It's not hard. So hopefully that answered your question. I think I have explained this very many times, and hopefully you do get it. All right. Let me see the next one. I see a lot of you are asking a lot of questions, so that's good. Okay, always look at the left to see for a pullback. Okay, previous level of structure. Okay, where is the bottom of the trace? There's 2 arrows, no big arrow. Okay, that's nothing. All right, so this is the Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen. This is sitting on the 4 hours. Look at this, is another winning trade, guys. 11 out of 12, and we have only 1 loss. So 10 winning and 1 loss. I said market was gonna give us a small pullback, boom, and then it's gonna retest our 0 Fibonacci line. And look at what it's doing. Right now it's creating a 4 hours and a daily. And then what did I say? I said that it was gonna do a pullback, retesting our 23 and our 38 Fibonacci line. So right now this pair, in my opinion, is still valid. It's nothing to do. All I have to do is wait until Sunday, and then we will have a better answer for your question. But so far, the triple arrow was telling us the market was bullish. If the triple arrow is not there, it will be very, very difficult for me to answer this question. But this is on the 4 hour. As you see, my analysis is 4 hours and a daily, right? And then to be honest, I don't really care about my entries, because as long as I know what these 2 time frame are doing, then all I have to do is just pay attention to the lower time frame. Okay. And please don't forget, you have to zoom out of your chart so you can see what the trend is doing. For instance, here, right? Look at here, the market being bullish. If I add the monthly dot in here, I can assure you the monthly dot is gonna appear in here. So this pair here, it went bullish on August 13 this year, and now it's still a bullish market. Look at this, it went up, it gave us a retracement of the triple arrow, then the triple arrow appear again, and then it's coming back up. But what is the trend doing since August 13? This is what I want everyone to learn. The market told us on the 13th of August that it was a bullish market, and today is October 16, 2019, and the market is still bullish. And that is when the 4 hours and the monthly dots appear, guys. Now, if you can spot that in the beginning, oh my goodness, you're gonna thank me a lot. Alright, so let me go to the next one. Actually, let me answer some of your question. Irvin, how do you enter your trade on 15 minutes? What would be good entry? I mean, that 15 minutes is my entry. I do it on 15 minutes on 1 hour. Sometimes I do it on 30 minutes as well. Those are just the entries. Just pay attention what your larger time frame is doing. But adding different color, yeah. Entry, I have more big arrow. I have more big arrow. What do you mean? Then hit that. Oh, you mean on this one? It's because I zoom it out. This is just for you to pay attention what the trend is doing. That's it. That you have to do that, in my opinion. Some of you guys just trade. Let me show you. Let me see if I can make an example. You see the way how you see it here, you can tell what the market is doing. But some of you guys are, the way how you guys take the trade, you guys zoom out completely and only see like 2-3 candles, and then you try to guess what the market is doing. I don't do that. So my rule is zoom out and then do your time frame, and that's it. And check your dots, in my opinion. Okay, change mine to white. Awesome. That's your big arrow, right, Miguel? Ali, what is the indicator you using it? Triple arrow, man. That's what we're using, triple arrow. Question, what about having more big arrow than you? Not zooming now. Well, with the big arrow, look, by zooming now, you see what the triple arrow is forming. Again, where is the triple arrow usually form? I told you guys in the beginning. It's 3 different time frame where the triple arrow appears. If from 4 hours to a weekly, that's when your triple arrow appears. You can retest it. You can check back history. Study, guys. Study what I'm telling you today. Study where the triple arrow sits, and you will be amazed how this is, how accurate it is. And all we're doing here is just using the triple arrow, nothing else. Let me see. Let me delete this. Sorry. Okay, perfect. Okay, what other question? Okay, this is nothing. Let me pull a pair here where everybody was freaking out. This is on the Euro GBP. Based on what I had told you guys, I think I'm gonna ask this question. This will be the last question of the night, and if you can answer this question, I think you will be very, very successful. Let me see. Hopefully this will load. Come on. I understand, but how to enter on 50 minutes also on TA? Okay, Peter. Peter, I think you're confused, dude. How can you enter on trade that has already gone far? Don't do that. Timothy, whatever your name is. Don't do that. Try to enter the trade at the beginning. Don't ride the train when it's far, far away, because you're gonna fail. So just go with the trend. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Bear with me, guys. I wasn't ready for this one. But in the meantime, I'm gonna answer more questions. Let me put that in here. And then KJPY. Let me write this down. KJPY. Okay, off the tray. Okay, perfect. Here it is. Let me see. Let me ask you this question, guys. I think many of you got my concept of how do I do the analysis. Okay, let me go back here. Okay. Look at here, guys. The triple arrow. I want everyone to pay attention to this area here. The triple arrow appears back in August 7, 2019. That's when the triple arrow appeared on 4 hours, right? Now, what appears in there? What time frame that do you see here? Can someone please post it on the chat? So I just want to make sure you guys do understand what I have explained this hour and a half. Guys, please write it down. Put it on the chat, guys. So if you put it in there, others will learn as well. So if not, then I will go ahead and say it and let you know. It's sitting on, okay, Jay, what else? Daily, what else? Jay, you're missing one more. Weekly, awesome, that's it. 4 hours, daily and weekly. Exactly. It's sitting in there, right? So and then it gave us a strong bearish market, right? Because the triple arrow was telling the market was trending down. And then look at here. And then it gave us a triple arrow as a buy, right? Good job, guys. Good job, good job. Everybody's right. So, yep. Make sure you write down the time frame correctly. It's not monthly, weekly, and daily. You're wrong, Andrew. I don't know what you're seeing monthly, dude. It's 4 hours daily and weekly, okay? 4 hours daily and weekly. Veronica just put it in there, so make sure you everyone else, Carleton as well, Peter, everyone else is right. So make sure you correct that, okay? Look at here, guys. Here on August 7, triple arrow appears, and then everybody start buying in here. But overall, your trend is down, right? So people were buying here. The triple arrow appear. Of course, the triple arrow is accurate. Once the triple arrow appears, I mean, you can't be wrong. Triple arrow is there, and it gave us how many pips. And this, to me, I remember what I said earlier. It's a pullback, in my opinion. So in here, it gave us a pullback of 212 pips. And then what else do you see here? This is when a lot of you guys were freaking out. They go like, oh my God, the market is bullish. The market is bullish. But here, I don't have the monthly. I can bet you $100 if I'm wrong. I just don't have it in there. If the monthly is not there, I'm lying. You know what? I'm gonna add it in front of you. You can see it. If I'm wrong, I owe you guys $100. But I know I'm right. For some reason, this is acting up. Since we're getting close to the session. Come on, come on. We're gonna add 1 month. I hope you guys found value out of this video, guys. If you really enjoyed this and wanted to keep learning my style, I'm free every Wednesday. All you gotta do is post it on the chat room, and the more feed we get back, then I will do it more often. But I'm not gonna stop on Sunday. On Sunday, I'm still gonna give you the my analysis, and then we can come on Wednesday and review it. But I think the way that we're doing it today is much easier. Instead of having one person talk, I can read all the messages real quick instead of going back and forth and putting you on, to ask questions live. All right, for some reason it's acting up slow. Look at here. You see that? I was right. Awesome. So you guys owe me $100, not me anymore. All right, so let me delete this. The monthly was sitting in there, but okay, you see monthly is there. The monthly dot is there. So if you pay attention here, all your time frame dots were sitting perfectly in there. And I took this trade right in the beginning, right with the big engulfing bearish candle is, because I was training this guy in Florida that time when this appeared. So I took that trade and I was still on I'm still on it. And then people will start buying here, and then everybody start freaking out. Oh my God, there was a big news coming, and it ate all my profit, blah blah blah. No, now that you see the way I do what was the market telling you from 4 hours to monthly? Market was telling you it was a sell, right? Well, if you say yes, you are right. Look at this. So the pullback on the triple arrow was a short pullback of 212 pips. But overall, the trend was a bearish trend. So don't freak out. If you don't zoom out of the chart and you can see the entire picture of it, don't freak out. I mean, the trade is accurate. Up to now, it's still accurate. In my opinion, still gonna go for months to come, but I just don't know until when. Nobody knows. But hopefully you do see this, and this was a question that a lot of you guys were asking. And so this, hopefully, I hate when this happened. Let me delete this. Gosh. Hopefully everybody understands. See, to me, in my opinion, still a bearish market. Now, since this huge impulsive, a continuation of the trend, what do you think it's gonna do next? Because right now it's retesting our AA line and a 0 Fibonacci line. And now all I can say is maybe on Sunday I will give you this analysis. I will say, oh yeah, it's gonna give us a pullback, retesting our 23 Fibonacci line and our 38. Why? Because I do see a strong area of dots sitting in there, and then it's gonna continue the way how it is. All right, let me see how it's almost 700 pips. Good job, Derek. So I think you do see the picture clearly. This way YouTube is way better. Okay, thank you. Yeah, good job, Robbie. We're gonna do it this way then. Measure success. How are you able to catch the triple arrow when they appear? I mean, you're gonna see the measure. The triple arrow is gonna come to you automatically, like it or not. It's gonna come to you. If you start your analysis on the larger time frame. How many pips is that? I don't know. Hold on. It's a lot. It will be your Christmas vacation, I can assure you. Oh gosh. For some reason my chart is acting up, but I mean we're at the end. So okay, let me see if I can count the pips. So I got it right here, right there. You see? Up to now still 600 and I don't know. It's still not going down. About 700 pips. An estimate of 700. That's huge, man. That's a lot. That's a lot of pip. Can you take a look at all the cut? Okay, let's do that before I close off. So I just want everybody to. All right, someone is requesting this, and that was Alex. Okay. Just bear with me, Alex. For some reason, when I drag it back to the chart, it's acting up slow. All right, so in here, we got the triple arrow giving us a bullish market. But what is the picture? The whole picture of the trend. Let me take this off. Hold up. Since this is a brand new question, we're gonna zoom it out and see if we can find out your answer. Okay. All right. So look at this. Here's your triple arrow. I can tell you that if we put all the dots, you're gonna see it that was your monthly to your 4 hours. What is the trend doing from your 4 hours to your monthly? It's a sell, right? So what do you think is still? What do you think the market's still doing? Still a sell. So I don't see anything yet. A strong area where the market is getting ready to be a bullish market. But this market been bearish since March 18, 2019. Downtrend. Good job. Now you see, by doing this, you do see the picture of what the trend is doing. But obviously, if we do it like the way I open it, it's very difficult for me to guess and say, oh yeah, you know what, the market is doing. I do see the triple arrow that is doing a bullish, but what is the overall of the trend? That's what I care, and I like to catch the pips when all the dots appears. If you can spot those, you're gonna see them very few times. But trust me, you don't need to be on your trade all the time. It's like some of you zoom out like the way I have it. I have mine right now. How the hell can you tell what the market is doing, man? There's no way. Some of you also do it on your phone, exact same way. How can you tell them what the market is doing if you only seeing a couple of bars on it? So make sure you zoom out. That's your number one, and then move out to your time frame. Okay. Let me read the last question, guys, or see if anyone has a good question. Is this being recorded? I hope so. I'm not really sure, Gregory. Hopefully it's recording, because I think this was it's a great class. If not, then please request it, guys. If you guys request it on the chat room, I will do it. I'm gonna keep doing it, and only on Wednesday, okay? Because I want everybody to get the opportunity to learn from Jenny, Elvis, and Mr. Pat, and then I will be the last person giving you a brainwash of the way I do my analysis. Because each of us has a way to do it, but at the end of the day, the 4 of us concentrate on the triple arrow. There's no triple arrow, then we don't have no business to take any trade. And make sure all the time frame balance it out with your lower time frame. If not, then you don't have to do anything. All right. Well, again, guys, thank you so much for joining me today, and I think we're gonna leave it in here. And thank you, and I will see you next time. Okay, take care.